Hello everyone, Boozhoo and greetings. Welcome back to our little world here. We need to come up with a name for it. But I have been a little bit busy and a lot has happened. Let me turn around and we'll get into it. So we have done a little bit of decorating here, not too much, but I've sorted out our storage system. And so these have mostly food and items that I don't have a lot of and I don't expect to get a lot of. And let me explain about this Heart of the Sea in just a minute. But let's see. Yeah, so things that I have a little bit of, but not a whole lot. This one, Gab here, is keeping an eye on our valuables chest. Not a whole lot. This came from the same place that Heart of the Sea came from. Again, more on that in a minute. What else? But yes, storage is mostly sorted out for now. We've got quite a bit in here. This is mostly blocks for building. What else? This is for projects. Sand and gravel. What is that one? The stuff left over from the nether. And then here we have armor, tools, future potion making, and the only 2 books I've collected so far. Let's get suited up. So what have we done? Well, we have reorganized this a little bit, and Guardian is here. He's keeping an eye on our little mob spawner there, make sure nobody gets to us. And here is Lily. She's chilling in the bedroom. And then Oinky has been given a new home, but no name tag. Over here. Where are you? There he is. Sleeping in his little shack. And then the sheep just wandered in. What else? Oh yes, I have done a little bit of decorating. Ta-da! So I finally decided that I needed to get a bunch of string for the dispensers, and because every single time I come over here there is something that has trampled my crops, and you probably already know this, but it drives me nuts. So I have this little series of decorating that I did to kind of discourage mobs from falling in here and stomping on it. For instance, Sam and his little buddies. Oops. So these dispensers will carry all of the, if I can get back over there, all of the crops, or almost all of the crops, back down here. And only 2 were trampled this time. Oh, that's better. Much better than 3. Much better than last time. Okay, so then I also have my hoppers here set up, and so all of the food stuffs come back into here. And I'll just drop that off for a minute. I'll replant later. But where did I get all this string, you might wonder? Well, it was driving me nuts, so I just decided to run back over to that thing over there that has wood and rails and undergroundness thing. I'm going to think of it. I'm going to think of what it's called. Mine shaft. There it is. Mine shaft. I wandered back over to that mine shaft, and I did not stay there for very long, but let me just cut to a quick time lapse of some of the highlights of that little trip. For instance, the first thing that happened, you will see in just a moment. And there you have it, our little adventure, part 1. Now let me show you part 2 of our little adventure. I have the barn finished, and they are all in here. These are to keep me from falling in, because I lost a cow when I fell in right there. But I moved the chicken coop, and it is up here. So up here I have my chicken cooker, which is not working properly. And I didn't use a tutorial, I just kind of went with my own redstone instincts, and of course they're not quite right, and so I need to fiddle with this. And I also need to finish decorating it properly. But up here is where the chickens are sitting on this hopper here, and their eggs are feeding into a dispenser, and the dispenser is firing the eggs into a little bird poopy looking slab. And then when the babies grow up, the lava cooks them. The only thing is that because my poor redstone technique is a mess, whenever an odd number of eggs are laid and fired, it means that that the lava stays on, and it resets itself every once in a while. Like the next time an odd number goes, then the lava turns off. But one of the problems with this particular issue is that when the babies grow up, they will their heads pop into lava, and then it cooks the chicken, and they die, and the babies aren't cooked by it, even though it looks like they should be. But for some reason in this newer update, the chicken drops are getting up into the lava too, and so some of them are being lost, and that will drive me nuts, but I'm not going to fix that right now. But see, this is I've collected 55 so far. That's not too bad. And let me show you where the little baby cows are going. They come up this water chute and into here, and then once they grow up, we will give them all a really good tap with a sword, and their drops will fall into here from the hoppers that they are standing on. And I am going to show you now a really interesting clip. It doesn't have any audio, but I'm going to use this opportunity to learn how to do voiceover. But I was just minding my own business, fishing, like I think I'm going to do now. And then, I heard a very particular ha-ha. Let me show you how it went. caught a vindicator. I was so excited, and a little too excited, because I decided I had to name him Johnny right then and there. And when I went and tried to move him, of course, you know what happened? He killed me quite quickly. He got out. I don't know how. Well, he was standing on a hopper that didn't have carpet on it, and I tried to get him out of it, but he wouldn't get out. And then once I tried to get close enough to get him out, he killed me because he had an enchanted axe. And apparently it was Smite 5 or something. So yes, he killed me and ran away, and then I never saw him again. I actually spent quite a lot of time looking for him because I just know that we are going to come across Johnny someday unawares, and he is going to murder us again. I did indeed release a psychotic vindicator in our world on accident. Oops. So we'll just see how that pans out. I'm trying to make sure I record everything from now on, so that at least even if I'm not doing audio, you can see how much fun that surprise will be. I was going to work on a butcher shop because I thought it would be neat to have our vindicator in there, and he could slaughter our cows for us. Even though I wouldn't get the XP, he could slaughter our cows for us, and then we would be able to go out and just, you know, like push a button whenever all the cows grew up and send them all in there to Johnny, and then he could kill them for us. But he's gone, and I might do that again someday. But I am going to leave the cows as they are for now, since they are fine on their hoppers, and I can go in there and kill them on my own whenever I want later. Is that in the water? Oh well, let's turn around. So yeah, I'm not super happy with the way that building over there turned out. It's kind of, oops. It's kind of the wrong style, and I'd really like to do something different. But the more I play with all of these new features like Sam and Johnny and all of these wonderful new villager trades that I'm excited to try out, I think we're going to build a village here. And in each little house that we build for the village, we're going to have the occupation for trading certain items that we want. So we'll have like a little farmer area, we'll have a little butcher area with a butcher we can trade with. We will have a shepherd area, and it'll be a lot of fun to just do that. And then that means that we can build a library too. But the library, I think, is going to be a big project because I'm going to want to have a lot of librarians, and that could be pretty time consuming. We'll see how that goes. But we still need a house, and we need to find a village first. And also, since I am so low on experience, what we are going to do today is we are going to finish that zombie spawner because I need experience. I'm tired of not having enchanted things. I have an enchanted bow, and I don't even have an enchanted fishing rod, so I have not caught anything interesting. I catch lots of rotten flesh and bones and string and boots, and I just want books and a better enchanted bow maybe. So that's what we're going to do next. But I'm just going to sit here and fish until the rain stops, and then we will move on to our next project. And we can worry about all that over there in the future. You want to come? Come on, Guardian. Oh, and eat my food. Let's go. Here we go. I started digging out some of it, but I have not gotten very far at all. And I have quite a lot more to do. But my plan is to dig this out so that the zombies will fall down out of range of the spawn range, so that once the zombies are out of the way, then it resets the timer on this thing, so it will, the next set of zombies will spawn again faster. Otherwise, if they were just to like slowly wander off, it would take a little bit longer. So we're going to, we are going to drop them away from this, and then put them in a water chute, send them upwards, and then I think I would like to try to turn this into a drowned farm. So that's another reason why I went and got that cobweb, because we can use that to turn these zombies into drowned. And that way we'll get more drops from the drowned. And that includes gold too. You ready, Guardian? Don't sit there. I don't want you to get hurt. Okay. Actually, let's update this really quick. We've tried out some of the new features, but we're still doing that. We got the chicken cooker kind of done. I'm going to take that down. It's almost done. I just need to tweak the redstone. An XP farm, that's what we're doing now. We still need to find a village. We've done most of the cattle rustling we're going to do. Find diamonds. I found some, but, you know, that's probably going to stay up there forever. So I always need more diamonds. We have a safe fishing spot for now, and we need to work on the house. So our to-do list has been worked on. That's wonderful. I think we're going to have to start putting some more signs up here, but I'm not going to do that right now. We can do that later. I'm going to start digging this out some more, and I'll explain what my system is going to be. But thankfully, we've got the newest hotfix, and so these guys are no longer spawning all the time. So long as you keep the area well lit, they shouldn't spawn. All right. I will bring you back when I've made some progress. Progress has been made. We have it all dug out, and Guardian has been watching us carefully and guarding us like he's supposed to. But let me turn around and show you what I've done so far. Okay, so I have this little dirt bridge because I'm going to use this to take the torches down. But basically, the zombies will spawn, fall down. This is just like most of the mob spawner XP farms you've seen before. It gets carried down here and this way. And I've made them so many times now, I don't even remember what the original video was that I watched. It probably wasn't a Bedrock player, the video that I watched, that taught me how to do this, but it's everywhere, all over the place. I'm sure if you need it, you can find somebody that can do this. Now, to make a drowned converter, I'm actually probably going to have to go look at a video right now to figure out if a drop softener will work or not. Because if it doesn't, this was going to be a little superfluous, all this extra things that all this extra height that I added here. But what I'm hoping is to drop them through some water and have them slow down on their way through a cobweb. Yes, cobweb. And so the cobweb will slow them down long enough for them to start the conversion process. And then, so what I think I'm going to have to do is raise this up a little bit higher and have them go up a little bit higher, and then drop down here. And I should be testing this out in a creative world, but I don't really feel like it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to experiment right here, right now, and see if I can get the drop softener to work as well as the zombie converter. But let me just show you where everybody's going to end up. So right now I have a water drop for me so I can finish construction on this. But this is where we're going to wait for our zombies to fall, and then I will clean up this area a lot and get it all nice and comfortable to AFK in. I say AFK, but since it's my iPad, I really won't be able to do that because every time I leave my iPad alone for a couple minutes, it shuts itself off. Okay, so let me get to building, and I will be right back. And it's working! Thank goodness. I wonder if it's actually softened them up. No, it looks like they're 3-hit kills now. Oh, they're so loud. Yeah, it looks like there are 3-hit kills now. And the best thing about these drowned converters is that the zombie villagers stay zombie villagers. And so I can pull them out in the future once I have potions. I can cure them and start my own village right here. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. And our first trident from this thing. Okay, I'm really excited. This is working. It's very slow, but it's working. I think I'm going to lower this a little bit more and see if I can soften them up just a little bit more so that they're like 1 or 2 hit kills instead of 3 hit kills. But it's working. Let's go see how the mechanics of this particular zombie converter work. And there it is. A very, very, very slow water drop. Let me pillar up so we can get a look at these guys. But they are very, very slowly going through this cobweb, which is waterlogged. And there's a button here to keep it from going all the way down. And then there's also another water source for them to keep their heads in. It keeps their heads in there longer, and I think that that's necessary. I'm not 100% sure, but better safe than sorry. But so far, all of them that make it down to the bottom very slowly are turning into drowned if they're not zombie villagers. So it's working out great. Let me get down from here. Okay, it's not beautiful to look at, but if you have any ideas for what I could do with this particular build, something along the lines of the style we're already going for. Oh dear. Well, no wonder it's not going to soften them if they're not converting right away. I might have to make this drop longer so they'll convert up here instead of down at the bottom. That's why there are three drop or 3 hit. They are converting halfway down. Okay. Well, that I can fix, probably. But yes, I would love your advice on what I can do with this particular build, because we've already got a wizard's tower and we've already got an interesting little, what is this? Portal. We have a interesting portal design. Is there something I can do with this? I mean, we could kind of make our potions room kind of in another tower also, but let me know if you have any cool ideas for what we could do with this. Otherwise, it's just going to be an odd, random structure. Maybe we can build a statue around it. It's kind of close to our wall, though. I don't think I really would like to do that, but we can take down the trees over here, terraform it a little bit, and maybe do a statue. Let me know what you think we should do. And I think that wraps us up. I'm going to go collect some XP. That is where I'm going to leave you guys today. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next one if you can. I am planning on bringing my kids in next time. We had a few technical difficulties, so we couldn't do it for this one, but I want to find a village and maybe do one of those village and pillage raids, and I think that Changewing Kid and Tiny Dancer Diva are really excited to come along this time. So hopefully I can get that technical issues worked out and they will join me next time. In the meantime, you guys have a great week/weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye!